Good evening, students. Today we shall discuss about a very important topic from our syllabus, and that is solubility. But to understand the solubility, first we have to go through over some important terms used in this chapter. So let's start. First, water. Water is called an universal solvent. Can you tell me why water is called as universal solvent? Water is called as a universal solvent because it can dissolve a number of substances. But it is not mandatory that water can dissolve all the substances. So, there are some substances which are water soluble and there are some substances which are insoluble in water. The substances which gets totally dissolved in water are called water soluble substances, and the substances which does not dissolve in water are called water insoluble substances. Again, there is a term called miscible substance and immiscible substance. What is miscible substance? The substance which gets dissolved totally in its every proportion is called miscible substances. When alcohol is mixed with water, it gets totally dissolved in its every proportion. So it is miscible substance. On the other hand, if you try to dissolve oil in water, what will happen? It will not totally mixes or totally soluble in water. So we'll say this is immiscible substances. That means the substances which does not mixes with water properly are immiscible substances. So what we learned, that is water is universal solvent, water soluble substance, water insoluble substance, miscible substance and immiscible substance. Now let us discuss about solution. How a solution is formed. To form a solution, two components are very important. That is, one is solute and another is solvent. When a solute is added in a solvent, then a solution is formed. When the solute is added in a solvent, then a solution formed. Let us take an example of solute. Let's say salt, and solvent is water. When this salt is added in water, then salt solution is formed. If you take sugar and add it in water, then sugar solution will be formed. So what is solute? The substances which gets dissolved is solute, and the substances which helps to dissolve the solute is solvent. In a solution, always the amount of solute will be minimum and the amount of solvent will be maximum. During solution formation, this solute and the solvent must not react with each other. Okay, so this is the solution formation. Now, a question arises that whether water can dissolve any substances or how much substances. Based on that, how much substances water can dissolve, solutions are classified into mainly three types. That is unsaturated solution, saturated solution, and supersaturated solution. During the discussion of these terms, temperature is very important, but in our syllabus we only discuss about these two terms, unsaturated solution and saturated solution. These terms for saturated solution will be discussed in the upcoming class, in higher classes. So let's define what is unsaturated solution. To define it, we'll do an experiment. Okay, take a glass and a glass containing water. Add 1 spoon of salt in it and stir it very well. What will happen? The salt will get dissolved. Again, we will add another spoon of salt and we'll stir it again. What we'll see that the salt is also getting dissolved. That means the solvent present, that is water present in the glass, can able to dissolve salt very easily. Again, you take another third spoon of salt and try to dissolve. You will see that the solvent cannot able to dissolve the solute. That means the solvent gets saturated. Before the saturation, the solvent has ability to dissolve more amount of solute. That is, the solution was unsaturated. So the system is unsaturated. More amount of solute can be dissolved. But when you added the third spoon, some of the part of this salt cannot be dissolved because the solvent gets saturated. That its ability to dissolve the amount of solute is fulfilled, or the amount of solute that it can dissolve is totally saturated, totally finished. That means water can dissolve a certain amount of solvents. When the solution can dissolve, the solution which can dissolve more amount of solute at a particular temperature, then that is called unsaturated solution. And the solution which can't dissolve any more solute at a particular temperature is called saturated solution. Okay, we'll move our next point, that is solubility. What is solubility? Let us take a beaker. Containing 100 gram of solvent, that is water. 100 gram. Here 100 gram of solvent. 100 gram solvent. Let's say this is water. Now you have another beaker where solute is there. Solute. Let's say this is salt. If you wish to form a solution, then you will have to add this solute here. So solubility can be defined as the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent. The maximum amount of. In the previous definition of saturated solution, we said that we added 1 spoon getting dissolved, second spoon getting dissolved, but third spoon is not totally dissolved. That means 2 and something amount of spoon of salt can be dissolved in that glass beaker. So at that condition, we can say that the solution is saturated. Here also the 100 gram solvent need to be saturated by this solute. So we can say that the maximum amount of, we can define it that the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent at a particular temperature is called solubility. The maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent at a particular temperature. That means the 100-gram solvent gets saturated by the solid. So this is solid. Now our next point is how solubility of solid in liquid depends. Solubility of solid in liquid. Solubility of solid in liquid. That means factors affecting the solubility of solid in liquid. So first term will be the particle size. Particle size. Particle size. Suppose let us take an example, this and this. Tell me, among these two, which one is smaller in size? So this one is smaller. Let's say these are the solute. Let us, this is a another sugar crystal. This is another sugar crystal. Our aim is to dissolve this in a particular amount of solvent. We place this in the solvent. We place this another solvent and the same solvent containing same solvent, same quantity in two different glasses. Which will get dissolved faster? Obviously, this will get dissolved faster because it has smaller in size. It is smaller in size. So we can conclude that if size of the particle is smaller, solubility will be higher and vice versa. Okay, so next point is temperature. What happens actually, let's say this is a solute. This is a solute and we place this into a solvent. We place this into a solvent. Here is a solvent right there. This is the solute. All the particles of the solute are present in its surface. Particles are present in the surface. And when we place this in the solvent, what happens? This solute tries to come out from its surface to the liquid. So when temperature increases, the chance or the rate of leaving by the particle from the surface increases. Rate of leaving the surface increases. Temperature increases, leaving speed increases. So solubility will increase. Obviously, solubility increases. So when temperature increases, solubility increases, and vice versa. Okay, next. So our next point is how solubility of gas in liquid depends. Gas in liquid. First factor, obviously, pressure. Suppose I have a big container here containing water and lots of gases, atmospheric gases are here like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases. And we are pressing this system. We are giving pressure from the upper side. Pressure. What will happen? These gases present in the environment will come to the water. That means when pressure increases, the tendency of the gases to dissolve in water increases. That means when pressure increases, solubility of gases in liquid increases, and vice versa, that is pressure decreases, solubility decreases. Our next point is temperature. Temperature T. Tell me, what will happen as you increases the temperature, or if temperature gets increased, the gas molecules dissolve in the water or in the solvent will move randomly with very higher speed as that of previous temperature, lower temperature. That means when the gases are present in water or solvent, they move in all directions, here and there, to and fro motion. But when the temperature increases, this motion will increases. And what will happen? Sometime the gas molecules will leave the surface, and comes to the environment again. That means water is leaving out from the surface of the gas molecules are leaving out from the surface of the water. That means if you increase the temperature, solubility of the gases in liquid decreases. If you decrease the temperature, solubility of the gases in liquid increases. Now, one important conclusion you can draw from here. What is the importance of solubility of gas in liquids? Since several gases, among most of that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, can able to dissolve in water. This is why aquatic plants and animals are survive underwater. So it is very important for us to dissolve gas in liquid. Gas is dissolved in water, and hence aquatic plants and animals are survived below the water. If temperature increases, solubility decreases, solubility of the gas in liquid decreases, so less amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide will be there in the water. So this was, up to this is our aim for this class. I think you all have now get proper idea about why water is called universal solvent, soluble substance, insoluble substance, miscible substance, immiscible substance, saturated solution, unsaturated solution, how solution is formed, and solubility of gas in liquid, how depends, and the solubility of solid in liquid, how depends. So thank you today. Have a nice